Taong 2013 ay ipinagdiwang ng Pilipinas ang sunod-sunod na pagkapanalo ng bansa sa international beauty pageants. Isa sa mga dahilan upang maging sentro ang Pilipinas sa mga usapin ng international community. Magandang gabi, ako po si Carla Lizardo at ito ang Personage.
Mga karanasan na kapupulutan, mahalagang aral sa tinak na daan, kwento ng tagumpay at mga inspirasyon, hango sa buhay at muling pagbangon, pinalakas, pinatatag ang kalooban, natutong lumipad, natutong lumaban, mga katangi-tanging Pilipino, iba't ibang istorya at pagkatao, alamin kung paano at kung sino-sino, kilalanin bawat isa sa likod ng bawat kwento.
Malaking hamon para kay Mary and Bianca Guidotti na mapanatili sa bansa ang Miss International title na hawak ni Bea Santiago noong nakalipas na taon. Kaya naman nakatutok siya ngayon sa mga paghahanda sa international pageant na gaganapin sa Japan sa November 2014.
Who you are is enough to win you a title.
Was it always your dream to be a beauty queen? As in, bata ka pa lang, gusto mo na talaga magka-corona?
Actually, no. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a veterinarian. But then I realized I'd have to cut animals up, and I said, okay, no, I can't do that, so I'll be a zoologist. So I really wanted to study animals in Africa, but obviously that didn't come true, and it's a hard dream, I guess, to pursue. And I grew out of that. And eventually, when I went to college, I took international relations, European studies, and I wanted to become a diplomat, which also led me somehow to go into the humanitarian field. So my career path was never towards being a beauty queen. But then my mom, behind my back, sent pictures of me to these trainers. Like, there are these beauty camps that train people who are aspiring to become beauty queens. And my mom sent a photo of me to these people, and they liked me and they really talked me into joining. And I figured, you know what, I'm 24 years old, it's really now or never. I can't wait anymore, and it's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And training is not just for the beauty queen side of life, but also for life in general. It's for your confidence, how you speak in public, how you answer spontaneous questions. So I just said, you know what, why not? And I went for it. And I never expected that I would win the crown after my first pageant.
So tell us a little bit more about this camp. How did they help you prepare for Binibining Pilipinas? Like, what did they do exactly?
Well, they focused on, actually, especially my camp, because different camps, I think they focused on different things, but my camp focused specifically on question and answer. So when we would train for question and answer, they tell us to wear heels. And, you know, not just any heels, 6-inch heels. And they have this compilation of all of the questions asked from different pageants. They have questions that were asked for Miss Universe, year 1995, 96, 97. They also have Miss USA, Miss India. And then they throw these questions at us, and we're supposed to just answer it the best way that we could. But there's a formula, not really a formula, but more of guidelines of what you should do to have a good answer. Not just what you say, but also how you stand, stuff like that. So if you do that while you're answering, they make you stand, and you stand there, and there's about 20 girls, you know, training with you. Yeah. So if you miss a question, they'll go to the next girl, the next girl, the next girl, and you end up standing there for about an hour waiting for your next chance so you can sit down.
Sa pagbabalik ng Personage,
This pressure actually was already here even before I won the international crown, because the first day I got into screening, people, like the screening of Binibini Pilipinas, a lot of people were already comparing me to Bea Rose.
Say na you were really prepared for the Q&A portion when it came to pageant night. Pero they asked you, actually it was perfect for you because you're very involved in a specific advocacy. And they asked you, like, if you win the crown, how would this help you push your advocacy? Parang, if you could answer this question in any other way, would you do it? Like, if you had a second chance?
Oh, definitely. Like, when the question was asked of me, someone in the audience, I think it was my brother, sounded like him, yelled, "Perfect!" And I guess when I heard that, I got so pressured to answer. Like, there were so many things that just entered my mind. And then I just kept thinking, I only have 30 seconds, I only have 30 seconds. So the time limit, or the time constraint, held me back from saying all that I wanted to say. So, but when I said that I want every person to have their own advocacy, I really meant that. I think that here in the Philippines especially, we have so many great NGOs that already are pushing and doing projects that are meaningful and necessary. So if all of us could just pick one cause, one NGO to support, it would do not just one cause or one advocacy good, but all advocacies would benefit from it.
Bea Rose Santiago, let's talk about her. She's the reigning Miss International. And of course, alam mo ng mga tao na if your predecessor won the crown, there's a lot of pressure on you to match her, diba? So like, how are you dealing with this pressure?
Oh, this pressure actually was already here even before I won the international crown, because the first day I got into screening, people, like the screening of Binibini Pilipinas, a lot of people were already comparing me to Bea Rose because our facial features were very much alike, and I, without meaning to, kind of had my hairstyle the same way that she had it during the Miss International coronation night. So it's big shoes to fill. You know, she did so well winning Miss International crown for the Philippines, and her speech during the pageant night was really beautiful and very inspiring. So I have big shoes to fill, but I think that I am at an advantage given that she is here to give me advice, to give me tips. And during coronation night, when she was putting the crown on my head, that's the first thing she said. She said, "Don't worry, I will help you."
I know, like, right now you're already preparing, and of course it's very strict in terms of like dieting and even discipline, like in all aspects of your life.
Yes.
Like, what will be the first thing you do after the international competition?
I think I might just go and eat. Obviously, I'm going to be depriving myself for the next few months of sweets. So I think it would be a good reward for myself to just get some dessert in me.
So hindi ka na pala namin maabutan sa Japan kasi umuwi ka na.
Nakauwi na ako kumakain.
Okay, I guess I want to ask something about your diet also. Kasi like, I guess people have the impression na beauty queens, they don't eat. But people who are close to beauty queens actually know that it's quite the opposite. So can you tell us a little bit about like your diet regimen? Diet and gym routine.
Well, thankfully, Binibini Pilipinas is partnered with Gold's Gym, and they have provided us with a great trainer. So 3 times a week, I meet with our trainer. We lift weights. In terms of my diet, for now, I am allowed to kind of still relax. I mean, of course, no junk food, no soft drinks, still nothing bad in your system, but I can still eat a little bit of rice here and there. But our
brown
rice, of course, brown rice, red rice, 1 cup a day.
Yes.
But our trainer, he told me, you have until August, because August, you're done. No more salt, no more sugar, no more carbs. So I'm back to bini diet. But people think that, beauty queens don't eat, which is not true. During Binibini Pilipinas, all the girls had baon. We had so much food with us all the time. So it's not about not eating. We actually eat a lot and very frequently. That's all we did, eat. But it's just really about what you're eating. So if the food's healthy, it's actually good to eat many times in a day, small healthy meals to keep your metabolism going. It's about being healthy, not really being skinny, being healthy.
Sa pagbabalik ng Personage.
Although they were nice to me, but I can sense it. And because I have that competition, because I was like very well trained already, so I know what to do, what not to do.
Ang pagkakataon ay muling naiuwi ng Pilipinas ang Miss International crown sa katauhan ni Bea Rose Santiago noong 2013. Matapos ang tagumpay ay hinarap naman ni Bea ang kaliwat ka ng mga intriga. Pero gaya ng iba, naging matatag siya at patuloy na ipinagbubunyi ang biyayang natatanggap.
Take that negativity to being positive. It's to push yourself. It's to prove to them that, no, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna win.
So before joining Binibining Pilipinas, you also won Mutyanang Pilipinas.
Yeah,
so you actually have 2 national titles and 1 international crown.
Yes.
So that's quite a feat for one person to achieve in a lifetime. Pero who inspired you to join pageants?
For Mutya, actually, I was kind of forced by my mom because I had no training at all. I was a newbie. So it was more of, okay, I'm just gonna do this because I'm young and opportunity is right there. But then after that, I kind of loved it. I loved the experience and I wanted to go for the biggest, and that's Binibini. And of course, I have to stay. So right after the coronation of Mutya, I stayed for another year in the Philippines and I really worked hard for Binibini because I was like, there's no plan B, there's only plan A, and that was just to win. If ever I won't win, and I go back to Canada and I'll be sad.
But then I heard that 2013 it was a golden year. I heard that everyone was extra competitive.
Oh, yeah.
So what did you do to prepare for that, and how was the experience?
It was comparing to my batch and to your batch.
Yeah.
It was a lot more intimidating, I guess, because also my batch, it was all newbies. There was no repeaters. It was all we all have this look that's yeah, wait for me, I'll show you, that kind of look. But then again, in the middle of it, probably 2 weeks before or a week before the coronation, we started just relaxing and actually engage each other and get to know each other, and it was fun.
And your batch of winners, you were one of the most successful batches in Binibini history. And of course, you were the last one to compete in the Binibini family. So how did that feel? It was it was an advantage because you had lots of time to prepare. But at the same time, I can just imagine the pressure building up all the way. So how was that?
Because we were lucky enough that the past winners were the one teaching us. So we had the experience from the other girls. And then because I was I'm last and Ara's second to the last, I was training with her. So 3 months before Miss I was already training and my luggages were packed. Yeah. So I was that ready to go. And it was nerve-wracking because I was in Miss International when Miss Earth was it was Venezuela. So it was more of two Venezuela, 1 Philippines. So it was up to me to break that, the competition between Venezuela and Philippines. So I was pressured. Actually, I cried every night. I would call my trainer and my boyfriend to help me, but it was I don't know why, but I was overwhelmed because even the Miss I contestants, they read blogs like Missology, OPMD, so they know, and they know who are the top girls. So although they were nice to me, but I can sense it. And because I have that competition, because I was like very well trained already, so I know what to do, what not to do. But of course, you will be like scared, and plus Miss Venezuela is right there, so we were all like, our fans were like pushing us to fight.
Yeah.
But she was very nice, so it wasn't hard for me to like. I mean, you know, it was hard for me to like actually feel the competition because everybody was so nice.
Sa pagbabalik ng Personage,
I also have a library with, of course, my family and the local government in Masbate. We're building one.
with pageants also right now, like it's kind of a problem at the way people with the way people perceive beauty queens. They don't know the like that per pageant there's like a specific advocacy, like for a beauty queen, like you stand for something.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about Miss International? Like what is Miss International all about? Like as Miss International, what is your role in the community?
Apparently my role is, of course, like an ambassador, but of goodwill, and it's supposed to unite all the countries. I mean, Japan, a very friendly country, and they want to do that with the girls also. And then apparently when I was there, and they told me it was supposed to be that Miss I's beauty queens are supposed to be the smart ones. I know, right?
Yeah, because you have to do the whole speech and everything.
Apparently it's supposed to be that you're smart out of all the beauty queens, because you know, like there's Miss World, who's all about, you know, ambassador and charity and giving back, and then there's Miss Universe, who's, you know, a whole different pageant, and then Miss I's, apparently you're supposed to be good at what you're doing, like talking or interacting with people. It's more of you're apparently a smart beauty pageant. It's supposed to be like that. And it's very, and when I was there and I looked back, because I have to study the past winners, they were all so classy. Like the traditional lady, like the traditional beauty pageants. So all the winners have this like distinct like aura, that they were all like different. I studied the whole thing for a year because I wasn't doing anything anyways. So I was doing that the whole time, and there was 5 Miss Internationals that I joined. And of course, Lara, I always interview her and tell me about, you know, what happened or what I should do to win also.
And it's nice now because when I talked to Bianca Guidotti about it, like she sees it as both a disadvantage because of course like the pressure is huge to win a back-to-back round in an international pageant. But then at the same time, she sees it as a huge advantage that you are Miss International 2013, so she gets tips from you and everything. So what advice, like what would be the biggest advice that you would give Bianca?
I already told her, I said, you know, we have to look up to the 5 videos of Miss I and just really check and like take notes of all what you think the traits of that girl, why she won. And then after I told her to, I guess, like personality-wise, you have to kind of like more of how to polish your personality. Because in there, Japanese people have like they're like Filipinos, but they're scared to really be out loud, like talk.
Yeah.
So you have to find what makes them happy.
Right now, what are you up to? Like, what's next for Bea Santiago?
Yesterday, actually, I just went to World Population Day with UN. So UN and I are now thinking of working together, and I told them that it's my dream job to work with them, and I feel passionate about the youth. I also have a library with, of course, my family and the local government in Masbate. We're building one, the very first public library in Masbate. So I'm excited for that.
So like if people want to help out with that, like how do they do that?
We have a Facebook account, or they can personally ask me in my Facebook, Bea Santiago. they can give me whatever books that they don't want anymore, or we also accept funds for the building because we only had like a spare building, but we're still building the actual library. But there's books already. So like my mom in Canada, we've already collected a box of Balikbayan, and they're sending it now, and we're gonna give it to the kids in Masbate. So like if you have old books that you don't need and you think will really help kids, so send it to us, and we're gonna give it to the kids who really need it.
Higit sa kagandahang taglay sa panlabas na kaanyuan ay ang kagandahang loob at taos-pusong pagtulong sa kapwa. Baliwala ang kinang ng mga korona kung hindi naman gagamitin ang kanilang impluwensya sa mas mabuting bagay at pamamaraan. Hanggang sa muli, itong programang naghahatid ng mga kwento ng tagumpay, inspirasyon at pagbangon. Ako po si Carla Lizardo at ito ang Personage.
Sa amin, mas importante yung kami-kami lang. Alam namin yung ginagawa namin, yung trabaho namin. Pero if I want criticism naman, I ask my dad kung, hey dad, anong tingin mo sa ginawa ko dito sa film na to? And he'll give me naman an honest opinion naman.
Sabi nga nila, kung ano ang puno ay siya ring bunga. Sa 6 niyang anak, 4 sa kanila ang sumusunod sa kanyang mga yapak bilang isang aktor. At mula dito sa kanyang tahanan ay ating kakamustahin ang 2014 FAMAS Awards Best Supporting Actor na si Pen Medina. Magandang araw po.
Hello, magandang araw.